from Germany in 2020 to this first ever race for 2021 for Roblox. Hello everybody, my name is James Wings here, and known as the James Gaming Channel on YouTube, and welcome everybody to the 9th round of the F1 2011 Roblox World Championship. It's the Hungarian Grand Prix at the Hungarian. And after Germany, it was a good win there for Williams, very careful Williams there, and he leads the World Championship after that race indeed so far. But Alonso had a terrible day in that race, finishing down in like 16 or 17, I think he finished the race in. But it's a disappointing day for the championship leader there for Alonso to fall back from this. But it's going to be a new leader to hopefully do better for this indeed so far. And it's the first video in 2021 guys, and hopefully how this best for the season goes along for this. And we get ready for this 9th round of the championship at the Hungarian. Well, there's a lot of about the point system so far for this, so let's take a look at the Drivers' Championship so far. Berger leading through the championship ahead of Alonso. Romano is only just 4 points from Alonso, and Hyper is only just 2 points behind him. In the championship, Williams are leading a huge margin with McLaren and Renault both tied 104 points to C. Mazzeo moved ahead of Ferrari, who slipped down to 5th after the turbo weekend, and Lotus and are both tied with 66 points apiece. While Forces had to go a lot virtually, and Red Bull need to get more points than they wanted to from last season. That's a terrible day indeed. And for this weekend's Grand Prix, we introduce a new starlight system now. The start light will be pretty to the green when it's track clear, and red means the start of the race or means the stop of the session. Hopefully we have a good cause to be back on track indeed so far after 2020, but hopefully who's going to be on pole position for this race guys. I don't know who's going to be it guys. So first up is Williams Barrichello for Williams. Because he did good work after that great win last time in Germany. And he's the championship leader so far for this. So this is going well for Williams and Barrichello D. He's leading the championship after 8 rounds of this race season goes along. He's out of the race, not the championship. It's the Hungarian Hungary. It's the Hungarian Grand Prix for this weekend indeed so far. Hopefully we can do better than last season he did so far. Because he had a disappointing season last time out. Only had 1 win last time, was in Solo, and hopefully how this new Hungarian track is going much better indeed. When he goes to turn 5, I think it is, and then he's going through the chicane at turn 6 and then 7 and 8. Yeah, there he goes. Hopefully get the power down a bit. Actually, that's turn 9, 10, and then turn 11 he goes through now. That's turn 4, because yeah. All right, so here he goes into turn 12. There's 14 corners on this track indeed so far. Barrichello, hopefully the car will be better for this next time out he will do for this indeed. And he crossed the line now. He's a 181.082. So that's a lap time to beat. It's a 181.082 to beat for Barrichello. That's a good lap from him. Now the next driver is Lewis Hamilton from McLaren. Now Hamilton did well so far for this, because he's doing a good season so far for this, and hopefully that this champion will do very good for McLaren indeed. I know he's a 7-time world champion now in Formula 1 now, but what he can do in this proven session indeed so far, and I forgot to type in this one, which is qualifying. Let's just try and get this right. Qualifying. There we go. Qualifying. Hopefully what Hamilton's lap could do better than Barrichello's turn, and he goes around turn 6. I think that no, not 6. 6. I think that he just gone through the 7, and going through the curbs he goes through now. The corners are very quickly going through Hungary indeed. This track is very not longer than the original one we see in Hungary now. He used to host on the Formula 1 calendar last season, 2020. Hopefully, what will happen for this one indeed? So far as Hamilton around the last corner he comes through now. And would he beat Barrichello lap time indeed? Let's see. Let's find out. And cross the line. Oh, he only goes to 181.381. So not faster than Lewis Hamilton indeed. But look at that. Barrichello is just faster than Hamilton indeed. So the next one is Mercedes Nico Rosberg. The Mercedes will begin his lap shortly. And he's crossed the line right now. And he's beginning his lap already so far for this Hungarian Grand Prix for Mercedes. So Rosberg getting a podium for Mercedes indeed so far. The last podium he achieved from 2010, I don't think he didn't achieve that indeed so far. His teammate Michael Schumacher deserved a podium for Britain after his pit lane stopped. So hopefully what Nico Rosberg could do better than Michael Schumacher could do when he started from the pit lane in Britain. So he's already the 9th round of the season so far, and hopefully he can get more advantages for this race indeed. Hopefully he can do better for this. He's going physically, just coming through now, and through to turn number 8. And this track is going much better. He goes through now. So hopefully this track will be better for Nico Rosberg. As he heads towards turn number 12. Oh, whoa, what the heck was that? He just made a oh, just me. Oh my goodness me. Rosberg made a jump there and he's off the track immediately. That was a scary move for Nico Rosberg, but unfortunately he failed to set lap time indeed. So, oh my goodness me. I didn't see that jump before. My entire life doing it in Formula 1 recording. So Rosberg failed to set lap time indeed, guys. Alright, next up is the Team Lotus. It's Heikki Kovalainen's turn. Hopefully he can do better for this race indeed in Hungary. So, Heikki's season doing well for Lotus. They had a bad season last time in the season in 2010. But what will 2011 do something for this for Kovalainen indeed? Round he goes to turn 1. He's also a race winner from the British Grand Prix at Silverstone. So hopefully what Heikki can do. So we're going to go ball on the Finnish driver who won this race in 2008 for McLaren. But now he's driving for Team Lotus. So, hopefully, what he could do for this track indeed for him. Much better he goes through now. He goes through now. Hopefully, keep the power down immediately indeed. And hopefully, how this race goes, good for him. He's through to turn 11 now. Hopefully, keeping the maximum time there. He goes through and, whoa. Has he just done what Rosberg did? Oh, no, he hasn't. So he's heading towards the fire coin now. What is going to be his lap to be across the line then? And he goes on a 1 minute 1.444. So not good for Kovalainen though, but it's a personal good lap from him so far. So only just 3 cars have done a lap, but unfortunately Nico Rosberg failed to set lap them tall. But next time Sebastian Vettel, it's good to be a Toro Rosso. And he's off. Well, it's quite a bit early for that indeed so far. Let's just pause it for a second. And there he goes. So hopefully how this lap time go for him for this track indeed. And I thought he's just gone off there. So he's continuing on so far for this. We just saw the Hungarian trophies that will be awarded to the winner after qualifying. So hopefully, actually not after qualifying, after the race in this. And then after this race track, we're going to the solid speedway circuit. We'll hopefully could hopefully take another win around this track. Or maybe we'll have a new winner. We had about 4 cars retired for that race in solid last season. In 2010, that was like Chandler was out, Vettel was out, Hamilton was flipped up the air when caused by me, and also we lost Nico Hulkenberg too. So hopefully, after this one in 2011, we'll do better for this as he comes through turn 12 now, bit better than Nico Rosberg did. Sebastian Vettel was good to be a Toro Rosso. Round he goes into the final corner. He goes now. And it's a 1 minute 1.421 for Sebastian Vettel. He goes ahead of Kovalainen for 3rd place, so good one for that for Vettel. Next up is the Russian drivers, Vitaly Petrov for Lotus Renault. So hopefully what this team could do for this race here in Hungary could do better than the last time in Germany when they finished an excellent 6th. So Petrov had gone on the podium in 2nd place at the British Grand Prix. What he could do at the Hungarian Grand Prix. Well, hopefully he can do more progress for this indeed. He goes through the turn 3. Actually, that's turn 2 actually. And 3 goes to turn 3 now. Here he goes up to now into turn 4. McLaren seeing the pace is going much better. He goes through now. Seeing him going into turn 5. Or 6 and 7. And there he goes. And look at that good slow down he goes through there. Making the progress going around Hungary is much better than Germany where we go around the shortest track ever. So hopefully what Vitaly Petrov could do for this lap indeed. And he just got that corner right, like he doesn't want to repeat what Rosberg did after his Mercedes crashed again. So hopefully what could Petrov could do. Not a bad lap from Petrov. A 1.315 and that put him into the 2nd place ahead of Hamilton and Bremé. So good lap there from Petrov to go second place. Okay, the next driver is going to do a lap is Felipe Massa for Ferrari, and he just come into the pits. So, why did he come into the pits? Well, there's nothing open, but he has to go again, guys. Okay, could this time he gets through? Yeah, he does. And he goes around the fire car, he goes through now, and begins his lap right now. And hopefully, can he beat Barrichello? So he just went into pillar face opening up indeed. So Lucy has gone out just yet, but I think he's going to be next up because Massa wants to let him go first. So let's see what Felipe Massa could do for this one in Ferrari. Here at the Hungarian. I remember in 2008 where he blowed up his engine blowed up, which is a few laps to go to win this race. It was a disappointing blow for Massa to get this win in Hungary. But hopefully he could do better for this 2011 Hungarian Grand Prix for Ferrari indeed. As he goes into the chicane, he goes through now. Good pace going well so far, and he's going through turn 9 and 10. And he's going through the right hand at turn 11. So, part of Pirelli's sponsorship indeed so far until the DHL. As Massa doing probably good well to keep this car balanced indeed. His teammate Alonso's watching and see heading towards the fire car right now. What is this lap test going to put Felipe Massa in this race tomorrow? And he's crossed the line now, and it's a 1:1.319. Only just 4 tenths from Petros. Good luck from Felipe Massa indeed. Well, let's go on board and Vittorio Lizzi where he begins his lap right now. And he crossed the line right now. Hopefully, what would the young Italian, the oldest actually Italian indeed so far, could do better for this race indeed as he crossed the line now. Hopefully, this lap will begin this one indeed so far for HRT. Now, Hispanic racers are doing well so far. They're now tied with Team Lotus now. Which one of them will go ahead after this race? Well, we're about to find out here in Hungary indeed as he goes through the Party Alliance sign there. And hopefully, how that's good for Formula 1 indeed so far. As he goes through the chicane at turn 6 and 7. Going well so far. Bit faster than Massa indeed. So hopefully what Vittorio Lizzi could do for this lap time there, hopefully he could go ahead of Barrichello or Petrov. But hopefully he could do better for this, going through turn 12 there. Hopefully this is where we go well, at least so far for this. And he goes through the final corner for this lap indeed. And where this lap's going to put him? Well, it's a 1:963. So Lucy has beaten Barrichello's lap and goes fastest at the moment. Okay, so next up is the other Williams of Pastor Maldonado, the fellow Australian. Hope we could do better for this indeed and cross the line to begin his lap indeed so far. Hoping what the GP2 champion could do something like this indeed so far as he goes on his first lap in the Hungarian indeed. When he goes into turn 1 so far, gaining the pace right indeed so far. His teammate Barrichello has been beaten by Vittorio Lizzi in the HRT. But what can his teammate Passamara do? Can he go ahead of his teammate or would he be staying behind his teammate after his lap's completed? But we're going to find out later on and see he can do this indeed so far. Going through the turn, I think he's just gone through turn 4 and then he goes into the chicane at turn 6 and 7. That was not a bit faster than Barrichello indeed. What about the chicane to do better for this? Very carefully he goes round, but what's didn't do well so far for this lap time? Okay, he crashed at turn 12 because he looked like he had a bit of a jump there, so the car was not steady enough to cover this. But anyway, Passamana round the fire car he comes through now, and he goes only a 1:1.113, but he does get always not close to his teammate though, but he goes third fastest indeed. So, as the other tour was Hungarian Augustroy left now, the 10th driver who finished in the points in the last race in Germany. Can he lodge his teammate Breme and beat him in this qualifying session for this Hungarian Grand Prix start tomorrow? He's got to do really hard for this one indeed as he goes through the first corner. Very better after last year's race in Germany, and hopefully what this one for 2021 could do better for this. Whoa, hopefully this one is going to be very better for him. He already had the win last season in Britain, but he needs to control his best to keep his seat at Torres until the end of the year, because he will be retiring at the end of this one indeed, after this season guide, but he will be back for season 2 for this indeed so far, where the car will be placing. So, through he goes, into turn 12 he goes round. Very neat indeed, but a bit slow there, but I don't think he won't beat Vittorio Lizzi's time. As he rounds the fire car, he goes round now. Here it is, and crossed the line, and he's on 1:1.278 for the lap time for Jaime Alguersuari. Not faster than his teammate, but he is faster than his teammate though. Okay, Red Bull on next up. It's Mark Webber first. He came 11th in the German Grand Prix though, so hopefully what could the Red Bull could do for this indeed. As he crossed the line now. Better than his teammate Vettel indeed so far. And means he will be #1 driver at Red Bull for 2010 next season. After this first season has been completed for 2010 to 2020 indeed. Or actually 2019 or maybe not. But anyway, Mark Webber hopefully hit this track on Bay as he goes through around turn 3. As hopefully this car will be better for him for Webber Racing though. As he goes through into the forest. And through into turn number 4. So hopefully how will the Australian do for this track indeed. Well, we had a disappointing race in Germany. Failed to get a point so far. And Red Bull need to get very good. They only got 40 points so far. After the similar, somebody got and Vettel already got a podium in Canada. But Mark Webber hasn't got any just yet so far. They got the last one in Abu Dhabi. In the last race in the season indeed. But what Webber could do for this one indeed. Round the last car he comes through now. And here he goes for his lap time indeed. Cross the line. And it's a 1 minute 1.025. That's a good lap of Webber there. That's got it slotted into second place behind Barrichello. So let's go on board on Sebastian Vettel as he goes round to the 5 car to do his lap indeed so far for Webber Racing. The German had a terrible start to the season so far. Only faced a disappointment. I think 50 in the last race in Germany. He only had the podiums finished in Canada. Hopefully the German need to get back on track for this indeed. As he goes through into turn 1. So hopefully the race goes favourable for Sebastian Vettel indeed for Webber Racing. Hopefully he goes round to turn number 3. Very better he goes round now. And into 4. Actually that's turn 3 actually. Up the hill, DRS and into turn 4. Keeping his distance pace is going much better for this one in Hungary. As he goes through to 6 and 7. Keeping Hungary best in this one indeed. Keeping progress in this one goes very much better indeed. As he goes into turn 11. So what could Sebastian could do for this lap indeed? Oh, a bit slow there. But would he get the power down? He does. And he goes around the 5 car this lap indeed. Where this puts for Sebastian in this. A 1 minute 1.253 for Sebastian. That's a good lap from him so far to go ahead of August Rory. So 12 drivers down and 12 more to go. So the driver's doing well so far. There's this Hungarian will do better for this track indeed. As Bird begins his hot lap here in this Hungarian track though. He won this way in 2011 for McLaren though, but can he do it again for this track indeed? And unfortunately it will be raining for tomorrow's race indeed. So driver need to be very careful of the weather conditions for tomorrow's race indeed. Hopefully how this one in Hungary can do better for this. As Bird goes right into turn 3. Making more progress, he goes for McLaren. Lewis has a turbo lap time. He's at 1 minute 1.381. But what could Jensen Button do for this indeed? Hopefully, how this race goes for Jensen indeed. As he goes through into turn 9. To turn 8, turn 9, turn 10. And into the right hand at turn 11. Hopefully keeping the maximizing his hands indeed so far. Into turn 12, and ooh, that was a bit slow there. When he goes into turn 13, and when he goes to the 5 car of the racetrack indeed. On the way now to cross the line now, and it's going to be a 1 minute 1.338. That's not bad for Jesse Bird, faster than his teammate Hamilton indeed. Okay, so the next driver is Fernando Alonso for Scuderia Fiorino. We're going to born on him for his lap indeed so far too. As he crossed the line now, and hopefully how this lap will do better for this for Fiore. He was a championship leader earlier for this season so far until he lost out to Barrichello now. He's winning second place in the championship after he missed it. So he has 2 wins so far. Was Australian European one and the Turkish Grand Prix in Istanbul Park. Can he hopefully get a 3rd win and hopefully take back the championship from Barrichello? He's going to do his best, but can he do it? He's going through into turn 5 now. So, will it look like he needs to be better for this occasion? He goes into turn 6 now. That's not good indeed, but that's very good. And we're going on board Fernando Alonso though. So, not good for him after Germany. So, hopefully what he can do in Hungary could do better for this race and hopefully take the championship lead from Barrichello. Or maybe not. But let's go find out as he goes round to the 5 car right now. And what is this lap going to put Fernando Alonso? And it's a 1.140 for Alonso. That's a good lap for him to put him behind the Red Bulls. Here comes Michael Schumacher, the 7-time world champion. Tied with Lewis Hamilton right now. What could the Mercedes could do for this race indeed as he crossed the line? Schumacher has been replaced at Mercedes with Hamilton took over for him and win the championship by himself indeed so far. So hopefully how this one for Mercedes dominate the season so far for this. So 3 goes into turn number 3. Hopefully how this one goes for Schumacher at Mercedes doing well so far. As he goes into turn 3. Getting the throttle down a bit and hopefully get this race back on track for him. As he goes into turn 4. Hopefully how the season goes very better for this indeed. As he goes through the chicane right now and really better goes into the chicane. He go around. Hopefully get the car balanced indeed. So hopefully how this one for Schumacher do for Mercedes could do better for this. As he goes into the hairpin, he goes round now. And what is going to be his lap to where he cross the line now. Round the 5 car he comes through now. And across the line. And it's going to be a 1.46 for Schumacher though. Lots of time for that last sector indeed so far. He did got over the line but his teammate didn't. So here comes Nick Heidfeld. Hopefully what he can do for Wales indeed. And he crossed the line for his lap indeed. So what Heidfeld could do for this one. It goes very quicker than his teammate Petro. But we're not going to see his lap indeed so far. We'll just wait until he comes around the final corner. Okay, he's round to turn 12 right now. Through the hairpin he goes round. And what is going to be his lap time for the Lotus Rarity, the German. Had this poor day in Germany last time in his home Grand Prix. But he goes a better lap time. A 1.151. That's a good enough to go ahead of Red Bull indeed. So Force City are next up in D. And unfortunately they had a terrible start to the season so far. Such and the rest they only scored a lot of points they had. And they're only in the bottom 20, in the top 20 at the moment. But they're doing very much better for this one indeed, as he goes round. By the way, how they could do for this one in Hungary, as such a beginning slap indeed for the Force India team, as he goes round this circuit indeed. What he will be is up to where he crossed the line now, where he rounds the last corner he will go through. He's just gone through turn 2 right now. Hopefully how this track goes for him, remember him so far. Well, we didn't went to this track for 2010 though, but we're here for the 2011 season indeed so far for the Hungarian Grand Prix. Hopefully how this one for 2011 will do better for this, and for this case goes for 2 indeed. A lot earlier this season we cancelled the Monaco GP because of the track layout not doing well for this and new layout indeed. Hopefully for this we'll come back next season, trade 12 then for Monaco. By the way, through to turn 12. Whoa, that was a bit slow there from 2 there. When he goes to turn 13, round the 5 corner, we're on to turn 14. What is this laptop going to put ages to 2 for the 2011 season? Cross the line, and it's a 1.1.290. That's a pretty good lap for Force India though. Better than the last few races they have terrible, but they're getting back on track indeed. Porter has just come around the 5 corner now. He will begin his lap immediately across the line, and he did so. So, what he can be his lap time indeed when he comes around to the 5 corner indeed. So he's got a long way to go for this one indeed so far for the rest. Going into turn 1 will be very quiet and it's a bit slow for that team indeed, but he gained the power on it so far. And through he goes into turn 2. Going for this one indeed can try to do better than his teammates the 2 did. Okay, in towards turn 12 right now. Oh, that was a bit slow there, like his teammate did. So the rest are not better than his teammates the 2 did, but what could the Scotsman could do? Like David Coulthard. Cross the line, and he's only a 1.541. He's got behind cover line indeed. That's a terrible lap for Paul Duress for Force India indeed. Okay, the next giant is Kamui Kobayashi for Sauber. What could he do for this? The Japanese driver doing well this season so well. And cross the line to begin his lap here with this Suzuki at the Hungarian. Not doing well in Japan last time out, but he got a podium last time in Belgium. We got a podium there with his teammate get 1-2 for Sauber. The Grindom, the drivers and constructors championship that year. Hopefully for the 2011 season we'll do better for this for Kamui. He's going through the longest left hand at turn 3. Keeping his focus on the pace he goes through now. And hopefully get the game right. So, we'll hopefully be seeing this race goes for this for Kamui. And hopefully how this race goes for this for Sauber. Not doing well so far this season though, weighing down 9th playing the Constructors Championship D so well. And they need to get some more points there. They wanted to get a fanship for 8 in the Constructors' Championship they got last time. But I think last time they won the Constructors' Championship in 2010 though. But could they do it in 2011 or maybe not? From their season, last season goes terribly worse for 2011 though. As here goes Kobe as he crosses the line, he goes through for Sauber. And he's got a 1 minute .991. That was so close to lose his time there. That was so close for Kobayashi. He goes second fastest indeed. Alright, checkers next up for Sauber. And he's just crossed the line now to begin his lap. Hit the Hungarian win now. And let's see what his lap could do for this. We're not going to do the rest of the drivers there indeed so far. So we're only doing 20 out of the 24 there. So only Trilly, Kotkay, Glock and Dunbro will do the lap indeed without recording. Hopefully one of the laps can do better than the others do. As Perez is the last one to see if this one goes for this. Alright, Rani goes into the final corner at turn 14. The final corner of this one for the 14 corner track D and cross the line. And he goes a 1 minute .946 actually. And he goes faster than Lucy. So Perez has gone for Richard Poe for the Hungarian Grand Prix. That's a super preferred lap for Perez. Sauber on top today after the dominated from last season. So on to the final 4th on their laps indeed, and let's see who has gone fastest indeed. And unfortunately, Watpo had to stop for the pit for tomorrow's Grand Prix indeed. We'll be right back to see who's gone pole position. And it's Sergio Perez took pole position for the Hungarian Grand Prix for tomorrow, guys. Had a vital losing in the head a good laps for him so far. Kobayashi got third. Good one day for Sauber to try to get extra points for tomorrow's race. Webber got 4th at Red Bull. For Red Bull, he's truly fair. Becker Model in 6th and 7th. Kotkay 8th. Alonso the one in 9th place and in 10th place Heifeld. Vettel is next at D'Ambrosio. Australian then to 2. Petro and Brian. And it's a McLaren 9th row. It's Brian and Hamilton on 9th row. Then it's Schumacher, Bremy, Kovalainen, Dresser and Glock is starting 23rd. While Nick Rosberg stopped for the pit for tomorrow's GP. So, well done to Sergio Perez and what a good day for Sauber to get pole position 1st and 3rd for tomorrow's Hungarian Grand Prix. But could they win it for this after they dominated from last year in 2010? We'll find out if Sauber can win this race, guys. We'll find out for the race tomorrow, guys. So we'll see you for the race tomorrow, guys. Goodbye for now. Bye.